Still stuck in low elo and not sure why? Chances are you've picked up some habits that are holding you back. If you're pushing alone, running into fights without checking corners, forgetting to ping or not reloading after a 1v1, this video is about you. Today I will be sharing real confessions from my lovely little community about the habits they had to unlearn and how you can stop making the same mistakes. Hey everyone, I'm May. I'm a content creator for Strinova, focusing on guides, gameplay breakdowns and commentary to help you play smarter and have more fun. If that sounds helpful, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future uploads. And if you're tired of solo queuing or waiting in dead lobbies, join our community Discord. You will find teammates, advice, and a chill group to queue with. You don't need cracked aim or flashy plays to win rounds. Sometimes it's just about not doing dumb things. If you've ever died and thought, why was I even there? This section is for you. Abuse the map's info. Strinova's maps are practically begging to give you free intel, both visually as well as with sounds. Pressure plates, alarm doors, they are all little informants. Use them, listen to them, and abuse them. If you're not picking up on what the map is telling you, you're giving up a huge advantage every round. Maybe you wouldn't complain about getting flanked so easily if you looked at the map. It's home. Don't overcommit if enemy ults are ready. Just because you can take side doesn't mean you should. If you know the enemy team has an ultimate ready, especially pressuring ones like Michelle's Fat Flying Cat or Nobunaga's EMP, don't go all in with 5 people cramped on one point. Play slow, look for information, try to bait out the ult, and then go. Don't serve your team on a platter. Don't force plant without a numbers advantage. Planting the bomb should feel like a reward and pressure towards the defenders, not a panic move from the attackers. If you're outnumbered or mid-fight, planting just makes you a sitting duck and puts your team in a 4v5 while you're stuck in an animation. Win the fight first, then plant. Bomb pressure means nothing if you're all dead. I feel like too many players, especially inexperienced and new ones this video is supposed to address, focus too much on the objective of planting the bomb. This is not what should be in your head while you're playing around. Planting is not everything. You don't lose just because you didn't plant, alright? Don't solo plant and die with the bomb. Speaking of planting, stop rushing side alone with the bomb. If you die mid-plant in an aggressive position, your team now has to make an awkward rotate or fight uphill just to get the bomb back, which is pretty damn hard. Or worse, those people that notice pressure on one side. All 10 people are fighting on one spot, and instead of helping, the bomb carrier runs to the other side and turns it into a 4v5. Depending on the team, this may work, but a lot of times it just ends up in the bomb carrier having to do a 1v5 and not having enough time to stall the defuse. Be patient, wait for control. A fast plant means nothing if it traps your entire team. Smart revives win rounds. Reviving is powerful, but risky. Don't go for the rest when enemies are actively pushing you. Learn to feel when a revive is safe and when it will just get you both killed. Smart revives can flip rounds. Dumb ones just feed. Also, for the love of God, please crawl behind cover if you can. Don't just plop down and lay there out in the open. Going for that rest will get us both killed 110%. Don't flank into a full team. Please stop flanking into a group of 5. If the enemy team is glued together and trading perfectly, your solo flank is just a donation. Flanking only works when your team is pressuring front or the enemy is distracted. Otherwise, stick with your squad. As I said in my Find Your Main video that specific characters are really good for solo play and flanking, that does not mean that you should do this playstyle every round or stick to it. You have to adapt. If it doesn't work, or worse, the enemy adapts to you and expects your flank, constantly catching it, you're nothing to your team. Sell a gun upgrade for shields. Round 2 and you're broke? Sell a gun upgrade and buy armor in ranked. That extra tankiness can win you a fight way more reliably than slightly more damage. This is a rather short tip, but really valuable. Movement and mechanics. You could have the best aim in the world, but if your movement looks like a bot fresh out of the tutorial, you're gonna get farmed. Master the movement system. In Strinova, we don't walk, we stringify. We jump, double jump to get to the side faster, and we glide around. When I see people just walk like you would in another shooting game, it's easy to tell you're new. The better your movement, the harder you are to track, and the faster you get into fights or out of fights. If you're just running from A to B, are you playing Strinova? Stop hip firing at long range. Hip firing has its place, but not across the map. If you're trying to beam someone from mid or long range like this, you're just sending warning shots. Use ADS, clean shots win the duels. Spray and pray doesn't. Except for if you're Ica. Start using Strinova. Some of y'all haven't even touched the Strinova button, and it shows. It's not just for mobility, it's part of the combat flow in Strinova. Use it to reposition, escape, or dodge. If you're ignoring it, you're basically playing the game on hard mode. Stringify while reloading or waiting. Speaking of Stringify, use it when you're reloading, holding angles, anything. You're a moving target, not a standing turret. Don't just stand while shooting. Standing still while shooting makes you easy to headshot for snipers and even easier to predict. Strafe, jump, glide, do anything except become a static target. If you're not moving in a gunfight, you're just target practice. You don't have to do somersaults and you need to fight your own movement that still makes you able to hit people, but don't be completely static. Know when and when not to make noise. Footsteps are loud and smart players are listening. But here's the trick. Walking makes noise, paper does not. Use it for sneaky flanks, rotations, and ambushes. Silent movements equals possible free picks. Utility. If your whole team is running healing grenades and no one brought smokes or interceptors on attack, you're basically asking the enemy to farm you. Healing grenades are fine, but you need variety. Smoke for plants, interceptors to block enemy utility, slow grenades to slow and deny papering. Use the right tools for the right maps, not just what feels comfy. Enemy team is rushing in, drop an interceptor, throw a slow nade, block their momentum. Utility is how you win time and space. No utility equals less control than your enemies who do use their utility. Positioning and peeking. Your aim doesn't matter if you're standing in the wrong place. Let's fix your positioning. Stop anchoring from spawn. If you're playing an anchor and you're holding side from way too far back, you're just giving the enemy a free push. Pressure the entry, even if it's just with your presence and showing up. You're not just watching side, you're holding it. Take high ground if possible. If there's high ground available and you're not using it, you're giving up a massive advantage. Shooting from upper gives you the ability to see more than your opponent, and depending on the map, you're also more likely to be able to retreat than down. Learn the right-hand peek. This is a word you might have heard before. Right-hand peek this, right-hand peek that. But what is so important about it? Why does everybody talk about it and what does it even mean? It basically means you see the enemy before they see you. Left-hand peeking means your whole body is exposed. Use angles smartly, play right side corners whenever possible. Check for early info. Don't just sit and wait for a fight, go and find out what's happening. Peek a corner, listen for footsteps. Strinova rewards teams that know what is coming. Especially if you're defending, early info is crucial. Peeking snipers gets you killed. It should be a no-brainer. If you keep white swinging into snipers like it's a fair fight, you're going back to spawn. Either use utility, bait the shot if you can, or just go somewhere else. Snipers win on open angles. Expect them, respect them, and don't feed them. Don't shoulder fire in close fights. In Strinova, there are 3 types how you can take gunfights: hip fire, shoulder fire, and ADS. This is a call out to myself, but don't shoulder fire during close fights. Hip fire is for close combat, shoulder fire is for mid-range, and ADS is for long range. Shoulder firing limits the area you can move your crosshair, so during close combat, you would actively and willingly be putting yourself at a disadvantage if you're not hip firing. Team play and decisions. Strinova is a team game. And no, that does not mean standing near your teammates. It means playing around and with them. Let's talk about what real team play looks like and what it does not. The side bait and rotate disaster. We talked about this in depth earlier, how bomb carriers run away like the bomb is the firstborn, but here's why it hurts even more as a team player in a team-focused game. Your whole team pushes side A, then you rotate solo to side B, land, and lose the round. Congrats! You just wasted 5 people's time. Either commit as a group, fake properly with communication, but don't leave your team hanging. If you want to rotate, tell them. Don't just leave. Pick duelist, be ready to be at the front. If you lock in people like Ming or Mara, also Aiko or Fuchsia, you are the entry. Don't sit in the back like it's a spectator role. Open the fight and create space for your team. Duelists are supposed to break the defense, not hide behind them. Stop solo pushing like it's a ranked deathmatch. Running into 5 enemies alone isn't you being confident, it's stupid. No matter how good you are, this is a team-focused game. Wait for your team, snowball your abilities. You win with numbers and not with your ego. Don't play alone and blame the team. Speaking of solo pushing, if you want to do your own thing every round, fine. Go ahead, but don't blame your team when you lose. For example, as a Celestia main, I have this issue pretty often. I feel like it is my duty to keep everyone alive after all, so when one person runs off, I want to help them so it's at least a 2vx. But this often gets me killed as well because they recklessly charge in somewhere, and now we're both gone, and our team's down to 3. Strinova's built around snowballing abilities, trading kills, covering others to get out of situations, and you won't win alone. And you shouldn't try, not during team-focused matches. You don't have to win every fight alone. It's not about being the top fragger. It's about knowing when to push, when to bait, and when to wait for information. Let teammates take space and support their fights. You don't always have to push in and get the kill. Plant where your snipers can see. If you've got a sniper, plant in the open and not in a way defenders can cover themselves. Tuck it behind a box and you're throwing away the sniper's value. In general, you should always try and plant out in the open so defenders struggle to defuse safely, but especially with a sniper, this really comes in handy. General tips. Lastly, here are 3 things I was not that sure where to put them into, but I still feel like these are really valuable. Finish your reload. You hit reload, but panic swap weapons or cancel the animation early. Congratulations, you just reloaded nothing. Your ammo won't refill unless the animation fully finishes. Half a second of patience can save you a whole round. Sword users know both attacks. If you're using a sword as your secondary, you've got 2 options. Most players just swing around aimlessly, but there's a snap forward lunge that catches people off guard and really hurts. Tweak your sensitivity. Don't just stick with whatever sensitivity you started with. Most players start too low or too high and slowly crank it to the liking as their aim and direction time improves. Get a feel for what helps your tracking stay smooth, especially in close range duels. Also, high sense doesn't always mean better aim. And that's it for today's video. A ton of advice from real Strinova players who have been through the pain so you don't have to. Whether you're new or climbing out of low elo, these tips are the difference between frustrating losses and clean, confident plays. Remember, it's not about playing perfectly, it's about knowing what not to do and building better habits one round at a time. If even one of these tips help you out, drop a like and let me know which tip you're going to focus on first. Got your own advice or mistake you see all the time? Leave it in the comments and maybe I will include it in a possible part 2. Thanks for watching, good luck on your own journey through this game, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!